Session. Let's start off with energizing the spine, mobilizing the spine as we do always, remembering that the spine and the rib cage is important that we get flexibility, mobility through that area so that we can breathe as efficiently and optimally as possible. Best way to start off is with our knocking, so find your position where you've got plenty of space around you. Take your feet about shoulder width apart, a little bit of bend in the knees, and just start rotating the spine. Using the ground, so you're feeling your feet in contact with the ground, and that's just creating just enough momentum to release the upper body, keep it light and lifted through the spine. Let the elbows bend, shoulders relax. Knocking on the door of life. Point behind the belly button towards the back of the spine is where, from a Chinese medicine point of view, you have your original qi, what you are born with, and we're just knocking on that, getting it activated and refueling. Our breath is just easy in and out through the nose, easy and light. And with now the front arm, just make a light fist and you're just going to tap on the pec muscles, so just below the collarbone. And this is on the lung meridian, so you're just tapping at the top of the lungs. Again, just great for bringing some vibration into that area. That back arm is still tapping with the back of the hand on that door of life. So the back of the hand is tapping on your door of life. And here, because we're focusing on breath and we're focusing on that lung point, you might just want to take a fuller breath in through the nose. Breathe in and let go and release. Remembering those different styles of breath, if you like, different gears we're using here are a relax and release and cleanse and clear. So that's breath in, let go. And then feel that lightness still through the spine. Front arm now creating a cup with the hand, and you're just coming onto those big shoulder muscles. You might need a little bit more power from the lower body, so you still want to be keeping the shoulders relaxed. You don't really want to be doing much work with the arms or the upper body. All that power is coming from the lower body. And again here, if you want to take a fuller breath, it can be a sigh, it can be a candle's breath, whatever you feel helps you clear and release. Back down to long points and chest. Back down to belly. And you'll notice as you work your way down the body, a little bit slower, a little bit less power through the lower body. And then let's take one more full breath. As you breathe out, slow it down into waterways. And feel the difference. A little bit of resistance as you move your arms in front and behind you. And get that sense of spiral through the shoulders, through the elbow. So if you were pushing water around you, you would spiral your hands, spiral the elbows, spiral the shoulders. And then stop there for a second. Just bring your feet hip width, balance for a moment. Just bringing your attention to the breath. Noticing the physical sensation, so you can really sense that physical sensation of the air as you breathe in and out through the nose. So just bring awareness to the breath. Let the breath settle, sense that lightness. And then stepping back out to your shoulder width, a bit more bend in the knees this time, and we'll go into spinal cord breathing. Breathing in and then breathing out. So this time we're breathing with the movement. So we're breathing in as we expand and open up. We're breathing out as we contract. But again, we're not over breathing, so we're just breathing the right volume of air that we need. So the breathing can still be light and slow and quiet. Remember to get that pelvis working too, so pelvis tilting forwards and backwards. So just be aware on this one that you're not hinging the hips. So we're not hinging the hips like this, which can quite often happen, that you're tilting the pelvis. So even though we curl up into a little ball, I'm not hinging forwards. So get that pelvis tilting rather than hinging at the hips. That's why we keep the knees a little bit more bent. Opening up the chest, opening up the rib cage. Visualize the ribs expanding as you breathe in, and then softening and contracting. And that movement in the upper spine, the thoracic spine, it's a bit like a bucket handle with each of those ribs attached. As your thoracic spine extends, it helps to open up the ribs. It's no good thinking about lung capacity and efficient breathing if we have a stuck rib cage and a stuck spine, and then just focus on, oh, let me move my diaphragm. You can't. You need to get this whole mobility working throughout the whole structure, not just focusing on breathing with the diaphragm or breathing with the chest. We need to get our spine, our rib cage working and mobilized and energized. Let's do one to each side on the last two. So as you come up, you just rotate and open up one side. And then as you breathe out, come back into the center and then rotate, open up. And then come back to center. Nice. Yeah, just a few subtler points on that one. It's quite easy just to start going, oh, I'll just hinge at the hips, and then all you're doing is moving your torso as a block. We really want to work on that spine wave. So you might get less movement or less range of motion, if you like, but you have a better quality of movement. That's what we're looking for. Bit of dog wags the tail, so shoulder width apart again, a little bit of bend in the knees. Shifting the weight side to side. Remember on this one, we're not dropping the hips side to side like this, we're just shifting the weight. And then let that upper body undulate on top. You can go a little bit faster, you can go a little bit slower. But we are working here on that lateral movement of the spine waving side to side. What you may notice, or what you should notice, is as you go to one side, the rib as the other side lowers towards the hip. So get those lower ribs dropping towards that opposite hip. Otherwise, again, we just end up doing this and maybe moving your head. You want to get that whole spine waving. So you can start off and think about lower back, a little bit of movement in the lower back side to side, and then upper back, work your way up the spine, and then neck. Remember, the neck is all part of the spine, that cervical spine. You might hear a few creaks and a few crunches and a few cracks. As long as it doesn't hurt, you're all right. And then slow it down. Slow it down. And then let's just do a little bit of tapping, a little bit of self-massage. So you're just going up and down the sternum, each side. Again, this is where you may want to just take a fuller breath in. Breath in. You might want to hold the breath a little bit at the top and then long, slow out breath. Cleansing and clearing tightness and tension. Physical tension, physical stress. And also, this is a good little exercise to do if you're feeling a little bit of a emotional stress, just tapping up and down, moving up and down the sternum. Breath in and breath out. Let's go down the arms, so just tapping down the inside. Just be careful if you've got watches and rings on that you don't cut yourself. And then you come back up the outside. And then you just go into the shoulder there, so that big shoulder muscle. And then go back down the inside. Turn the arm over, come up the outside. Into the shoulder. Let's go one more time down this side, down the inside, up the outside, into the shoulder, and then we'll do the other side, so from shoulder, down the inside, turn over, up the outside, into the shoulder, down the inside of the outside shoulder. One more time, down the inside, the outside, into the shoulder. And then just shake them out, just shake out the arms, shake out, shake, 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 do a full body shake. You can tap the heels into the floor if that feels good. Again, you can use another cleansing and clearing breath. Let the shoulders go. And then take a stand for a moment. And just feel any tingling sensations. Always nice just to open up the chest slightly. So just rotate the shoulders out. Let the palms just fall and face forwards. Let the arms hang. So you should feel a lot of energy, a lot of electricity running through, particularly through that upper body now. We've done a lot of work on activating every single cell in the body. We did the arm lines because the arm lines are all part of that long meridian from the thumb all the way connecting here through the arm, connecting to that long point here, so that when we are doing our Qigong focusing on breath and energy and the metal element, then that's the idea of stretching out and activating the arm line. So you'll notice that when we do our first move, where we have the palms facing forward, facing downwards, so just bringing the arms up. Let's do the physical movement first, so soaring crane. Imagine the spine extending, lifting, opening up, palms facing upwards now, connecting thumb and forefinger, and then coming back to center, and then facing the ground. Remember, when we go into flow, this is like the energy moving you rather than you moving the energy to activate it. So we're not doing a stretch when we're here. We're just doing, there's a softness in the wrists and in the elbows, and it's very much a flow movement. And it's a continuous movement, so we're breathing in as we extend and open up, and then we're breathing out. Breath in. And once you find your flow, go at your own comfortable rhythm. Breath out. Breath in. As you extend and open up. Breath out. Get that sense of that spine extending. Body expanding as you breathe in. Every single cell in the body expands as you breathe in. Just have that in mind. It's a nice visualization. Keeping the face relaxed, the eye sockets relaxed, jaw relaxed, and just breathing lightly in and out through the nose. If your shoulders start to ache a little bit, then just take a little break, have a little walk around. Nice and slow. Let's do 2 more. And then rest. There's a few people on Zoom going, oh my arm! It's not that bad. But again, with these flow movements, you should be able to sort of like feel that effortlessness, and it's almost like the breath is guiding the movement. But of course, if it starts to really hurt, you stop and just take a little break. Same with the lower body, because quite often if you're standing for a long time, then you are strengthening your legs. So remember, don't forget there's that little bit of weight shift. It's not just an arm movement, there's a little bit of weight shift where your central gravity is when you're moving, lifting the arms. Get that sense of that expansion as you breathe in and as you breathe out, that the spine is subtly moving on every single breath that you take. Good. Let's do Buddha holds up the earth. So again, bearing in mind the thumb all the way up to this long point here. We'll do the movement first, just get the movement working first, palms facing upwards. And then we come to chest height, spiral. Imagine you're lifting up a heavy object. And then back down that center line. Again, one continuous movement. You'll notice that the spine waves, the spine expands, the rib cage expands. And if you're not already doing so, let's coordinate the breath. So you're breathing in. Again, that breath is quiet, it's light, it's soft. Breathing out as you're coming down. Let's do 2 more. Good, and take a moment there. Bringing now the palms together, so just pressing, a little bit of pressure there as you're pressing the palms together. Watch the shoulders don't rise up, so you're just pressing the palms together. And then this is called heart to sky, so you're opening up and you're lifting your heart up towards the sky, breathing in, and then you're coming back, breathing out. And let's do a little squeeze at the end of that, so really press those palms together. Squeeze for a few seconds, and then again enjoy that next breath in, breath out, squeeze, press press, press, press. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Let's just do a little bit of a longer squeeze here. So breath out. It's almost like a pause. Squeeze, 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 and then breath in. And breath out. Squeeze there. Breath in. Breath out. One more longer squeeze after this one. Breath in. Lifting your heart up to the sky. Breath out. And then squeeze, press. Use the arms. Feel the fingers squeezing together. Arms squeezing. Wrists. And then when you're ready, nice breath in. Almost like the air just flows into the body as you open up. And breath out. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath in. Breath out. And then take a little rest there. So when we talk about resistance training and upper body strength, you don't need to wait, it's just pressing there. You can feel, you can have your hands just connected, or you can really push in and really create strength through those muscles. It's almost like squeezing the muscles to squeeze energy into the bones. Shaking out the arms and wrists a little bit. And we'll finish off with a nice little bit of bamboo in the wind for the last minute. So breathing in. Breathing out. So let's do one more of those. I feel I need one more. Breath in. Breath out. Connecting those points in the thumbs there, connecting and then resting on the lower dantian. Bringing the feet together. And the last few seconds, just closing your eyes. Enjoying the silence and just letting your body rock and sway and spiral as it feels it needs to. Taking a full breath in through the nose, and at the top of that breath, just opening up your eyes, stepping out, giving yourself a little brush down. Nice, good work. Brilliant. Ready for the day ahead. Gonna have some good weather here apparently today, so I'm heading out to do a little interval session now before it gets too hot. I think it's going to be about 18 degrees down here today. So I hope you have a good day. Thank you for joining me. Just a reminder that on Friday we've got something completely different going on with our lunch and learn. We're going to do a lunch and cook. So God knows how this is going to work. It's going to work fine. But if you want to join in and cook with Panagiotis, he's going to cook us some nice shrimp or prawn and mussels and a creamed spinach. So get your iPad near the hob, make sure it doesn't get splattered and stuff. And I hope you can join for that. You can just watch if you want, but ideally you will join in if you can. So that should be quite a fun session on Friday at 1 o'clock. So hopefully you can make that. If I don't see you then, I'll see you Thursday anyway, because it's only Tuesday today. And I'll see a couple of you before even Thursday. Have a great day, and thanks for joining.
Thanks, Greg.
Take care. See you later. Bye. Bye bye.